Do you ever envy other people? Ever think about how great everyone else has it and how terrible your life is? Or how inferior you are to somebody else and how their success makes you feel smaller about yourself? Well, if that's the case in your life, the probabilities are high that you are highly focused on comparing yourself to other people and trying to really understand who you are relative to someone else. It's not about who you are at your core or the type of person or the qualities that you have. It's about how other people are doing. And if they have something that you don't have, that means that they're ahead of you and that you're losing, right? Well, there's an easy fix for this. There's a pretty simple switch that you can make where all you really have to do to discontinue your envy is to look for flaws in that person's life. And that can sound like a mean thing to do or a horrible thing to do. However, if you're caught up in envy, it will very quickly destroy your fantasy about how that person is doing so much better. Now, the easiest way is typically to go up to that person or talk to that person that you're envious of and ask them, hey, what are things that you're struggling with in your life? I see that you're doing really well and things are going good for you in this area, or hey, you got this going for you, it's great, but what are the things that you struggle with? I'm really curious because on the outside, it looks like your life is perfect. And I would really like to know if there's anything that you have that are problems in your life or things that you really find difficult or challenging. And there will always be something. Everybody has problems, and it'll come out and it will very quickly make you realize that although they might seem to be ahead or have more than you in certain ways, in other ways, they probably do not. Now, in case you're not able to talk to this person, maybe, for example, it's a celebrity that you're envious of or somebody that's just unreachable for you, then really take the time to put yourself into their life. Just really envision yourself being them. Step into their shoes for a day. What do they go through? Yes, all these great things that they have going for them, maybe all the fame, all the money, all the glamour, right? But what are things they struggle with? Maybe they have a drug problem. Maybe they're lonely. Even though they have a bunch of fans, maybe they feel like they can't connect with anyone because everybody just wants to use them for their money or their fame, right? And so sometimes what you start to see is a pattern of that people that seem to have more than you, especially materialistically, aren't really doing much better at all. If anything, their happiness level overall might be even lower than yours, and yet you are envious. And that's just crazy, right? That doesn't make any sense. And so your envy will very quickly fade away. Now, see, I've been asked many times, Raphael, what do I do about feeling this envy? How do I get rid of it? I shouldn't feel this way. This is wrong. And the truth is that it's not wrong. It's a natural response for a lot of people to actually experience envy when they see somebody else succeeding or being superior to themselves. So it's okay that you feel this way. You are triggered. You're experiencing an emotion. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with you for that. But you can then decide, should you kind of wallow in it, just get consumed by it and let it take over and run your life and then act out of fear and envy all the time? Or you can make a decision and say something along the lines of, you know what? That's fair. Okay. I feel envy. That's fine. However, let me really try to understand this person, what their experience is like, and really not compare myself to them, but try to empathize with them and really step into their view, their perspective, instead of being caught up in my own. See, the problem with envy is that it can very quickly take over your entire attention span if you don't really realize that, hey, wait a second, this is me being very focused on comparing myself and getting caught up in comparison. So the moment that you realize that, your awareness has gone up. And now you're not going to get caught up in the envy. It's that simple little switch that most people just aren't aware of and will never make. And so they struggle in their life, always comparing themselves to others, always feeling like they're less less worthy, less, wealthy, worse looking, whatever you might decide that person has over you. But the moment that you realize, hey, I'm getting caught up in the comparison, there are other areas that maybe I do better in. Of course, this person has a lot of problems that they're struggling with themselves that I just can't see because I'm putting them on a pedestal and I'm envious of them. But the moment that I remove them from that pedestal and really take a good look through their eyes for a moment, it's very obvious that they really probably don't have it that much better than you do. It's all subjective. Some people are very famous and hate it. Some people really enjoy the fame. Some people are very wealthy and they have a great time with it. Other people are obsessed with money and it's running their life and they're miserable because of it. Even though they have a lot of it, doesn't make them happy. So the most important thing to ask when you're feeling envy is, what would make me happy? That's the key question. Not, oh, who am I compared to them? Or do they have more than me? Or what do they have that's better than me? Or I'm worth less in this area, or I don't have this, so it means I'm worse than them. Just ask, what would make me happy? And would having what they have truly make me happy? Or is it something that I want because they have it and it looks cool from over here? I don't really know what their experience is like, but from over here, it looks really cool to have all those things. And now I'm needy and desperate for them because I'm projecting my happiness onto what they have. Stop projecting your happiness. Your happiness is right here. Your happiness is here and now. You don't need anything to be happy. You don't need approval. You can just decide, I'm going to be happy. Why? Because, I don't know, I want to be happy. So, what do I enjoy doing? What brings me joy? What makes me feel love? Those things draw out the presence in you, and they boot out and kick out the envy in a heartbeat. And it will never have a chance to get anywhere close to taking over your attention. If you use these tips and you really apply them in your life, envy will be gone for good. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Make sure that you subscribe and turn on your notification bell so that you don't miss a single upload. And if you'd like to experience a real breakthrough and some massive progress in your life, sign up for coaching. It's in the bottom left of your screen right now. If you click on that, you'll go to my website and you can book a free consultation to get us started.